Tiger baseball. And Jake Little joined us now. And first of all, Jake, big win for you guys, but I want to talk about that double play ball going out to left field. I thought it was going to get over your head, but at the last minute, you're able to stick your glove up, come away up the catch, then double the runner off at first. Talk about that play.
Yes, sir. I mean, I saw it off the bat. I thought I got a good read on the ball, tried to run it down as hard as I could, and made a good play. Got to the ball, popped up, saw Ethan, threw it to him, and it was a big play for us. It was a good momentum change. They had a lot of momentum going into that game, and that play right there, and they can really change the game around.
Were you a little surprised? I'm sure Ford was screaming, get it to first, get it back in the infield. When you turned around, you saw that the guy didn't hold up at second. He had already taken off for third base.
That's right. Yeah, he kept me aware of what was going on. So, when I got up, I looked up and saw Ethan and hit the cut. And double play.
Big on offense today. 1 for 3 today. You get an RBI, a walk. Talk about your series. Talk about the season so far here at the University of Memphis for you.
So far, we've been ahead in a lot of games. We've been ahead early. We've had a lot of trouble early, closing some games, and it was nice today to finally finish the game, and our hitting came together at the end, and we got behind early, but we ended well. So
I guess you knew you were going to get a chance to play here early this year. You probably looked at the team last year, saw a lot of seniors in the lineup, and knew if you performed in the fall season, you get a chance to play. You're a regular starter early on in your career. 6 games into your freshman season? How is that?
I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help the team. If Coach needs me this one game, I'll be out there. If they don't need me that game, I won't be out there. So, I'll just do whatever I can to help the team.
It looks like you guys are settling in, too, getting some runs scored these last 2 games, 11 runs the last 2 ball games. Things are kind of settling down for the lineup. How do you feel up there now?
I feel comfortable. I think our lineups seen the ball really well, and we're scoring a lot of runs, getting a lot of hits, and that's big. That's good early on in the season, so we just got to continue it.
All right, I want to say hello to your parents, Gerald and Tracy, or are they out here today?
My mom and my sister made the trip here, and get a shout out to my dad too, so it was nice to see them today.
All right, congratulations. Good game, good win.
Thank you.
Jake Little joining us on the post-game show. We'll have Heath Hatfield here in just a second. And again, as Memphis wins at 5-3 in a come-from-behind win over Missouri. You got to remember this was a perfect game against Memphis going into the 5th with 1 out. But Memphis able to come from behind, and they get the win out here this afternoon. And a big part of that today was Heath Hatfield. And Heath, I know that had to feel really good for you. You've been banged up the last 3 years, had to redshirt last year and sit out. Had to feel great to get out there, not only to get the win and pitch like you did, but to stretch it out for 4 innings today.
It felt good. I was starting to get a little more settled in and feeling pretty confident out there, pretty comfortable in my abilities, and we had a good game today. We're starting to put everything together, and it's easy to go out and pitch when guys are making plays, and the offense is rolling and things like that. You just want to go out and pump the zone and challenge hitters. So I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable with just being out there.
Looked like a combination of excitement, relief, a lot of emotions when you got that last out. I saw you turn around, kind of throw your arms up.
Yeah, I was elated to say the least. Just really pumped up about coming back, first come behind win of the season, and just being a part of that was awesome.
I know you probably don't look at the numbers. That's your first win since March 15th of 2011 when you got that start against Tennessee Martin. Again, you sat out last year and had to rehab. You worked with the strength and conditioning team here. I know Fred Corral has really helped you out on your rehab. He stayed very patient while you worked your way back.
Coach Corral is, he's great. He takes care of us and, makes sure that your arm feels great. And, if you're not feeling good, shut it down for the day and just listen to your body. And it was a big part of my recovery. And I got to give a lot of credit to Mark Waller.
Yeah,
he was a great trainer and got me going and got me trusting my arm that I was healthy and everything. And it's just all about trust and trusting your ability and trusting your team. And we're starting to come together, and it's really enjoyable.
When did you feel you were in the groove because you gave up the first batter got a hit, then you retired the last 11 Missouri Tigers?
Well, the first guy got a hit. I was just trying to challenge him. I didn't want to walk the first hitter I saw. Just coming into the game, you want to challenge people and get outs. And so, I was okay with the hit. Ground ball snuck through the 4-hole, and then from then, just pound the zone. Get everything across the plate, make them hit it. You want to make them earn it in that situation. And you want to throw up zeros because your team's down, and that's all you can do is just put the ball across the plate and make them hit the ball.
been a long career for you. You know, you're the last player here that was on the team when our home field was Millington that year during the renovation. I was counting up. You had 5 different homes between Gagliano, Millington, Pringles Park, FedExPark, and AutoZone Park. It's been quite a career for you.
It's been a long journey, and you know, some struggles here and there. And I've played a lot of guys, a lot of teams, and this team right here is something special. You know, we're a close-knit bunch of guys, and that's what I think is really going to be our strength this year, is that we all love each other, and you know, we're just a great team.
Congratulations on the game. It was great to watch you throw today.
Thanks. I
Heath
appreciate
Hatfield
it.
joining us on the post-game show. We'll get Darren Schoenrock here in just a second. Heath Hatfield gets the win today in 4 outstanding innings, ties a career high with 8 strikeouts, just the 1 hit, and then he was perfect the rest of the way out. Memphis now 3-3 on the year. They win this series. They will attempt a sweep tomorrow over Missouri, and it'll be a Missouri team. Their backs against the wall, still looking for that first win tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And Darren Schoenrock now joined us. And, Coach, Missouri will be looking for a win tomorrow. Now their backs are against the wall, but your team had your backs against the wall today, bottom of 5th. They're dealing a perfect game. You're able to get that error, and a lot of times it might be an error or a walk, something like that kind of sparks it, and then you come along with a double. You get a run in that inning. You're able to tack on 3 in the big inning in the 7th, get some insurance in the 8th. You got to be proud of the offense. It was being shut down today. They stayed with it, and they produced for you second half of the game.
Yeah, Graves is a strike thrower, and he kept everything down, you know, and we wasn't striking a ton of guys out. It just you know, getting us in the ground a little bit, and they made the plays early, and then the pressure starts mounting on a young team, and they start pressing a little bit. I thought the play Jake made turned our offense around, and you know, he's got great speed, and he ran that ball down the gap, turned the double play, and then it kind of gave our offense a little bit of life. And but good come from behind win with this young bunch.
We've seen some great plays from Ford and Drew Martinez in the past, but that might be the best outfield play we've seen since we had KK Chalmers out here.
He ran it down, and I think, you know, being familiar with the field, we spend a lot of time since we're playing 2 new corner outfielders, you know, that are both infielders by trade. We've spent a lot of time feeding balls on the machine and learning where the gaps are. And you know, you saw Tucker making a real nice play there in the 9th, foul territory over there. We spend a lot of time because there's a lot of fly ball real estate in this park.
Eric pitched solid today, 5 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned. The 2 earned runs looked like they were going to get you in the 2nd inning, but again, you get the comeback win. Then Heath Hatfield, first win since March 11th back in 2011. Other than the leadoff hit, he was perfect, and I kind of figured you'd go back with him in the 9th. He was in the zone today. Usually you give it to Van Eaton in the 9th, but Heath was just on a roll today.
He was on a very good roll, you know, and you saw a little bit of the strength of our team. You saw some foot speed offensively, and then you saw pitching depth where Eric didn't have a great breaking ball going. That's his thing. You know, he didn't have that pitch rolling with him early, and so they sat on some fastballs because he wasn't commanding the zone with a breaking ball. And then you can go to a 5th-year senior in the middle part of a game that pitched like Heath did. And so, you know, hats off to Heath. Great. That's a role that we haven't had here in the past is multiple guys. You saw Connor Porter last night, Heath Hatfield, Craig Caulfield will be in the mix for that, freshman Colin Lee. So the middle part of the innings, if a starter's not on, we have somebody to go to now. We don't have to ride guys out as long.
Coach, how happy are you for someone like a Heath Hatfield? Because the last 3 years have been injury plagued. His first 2 years he played a lot, dual role pitcher and also DH, played some first base. Redshirted last year, got his first injury really in 2011. He stuck with it, though, to finish out his career. A lot of players, that many injuries, and he would get close to coming back, then get a setback. A lot of guys would have hung it up. He stuck with it to play his senior year.
Showed a lot of resilience, and, you know, and he had an injury at the end of – actually, he's had 2 injuries. You know, he's battled through 2 different injuries here. So a lot of time in the training room, a lot of rehab time, and, you know, he's learned to – he doesn't have quite the velocity he used to have, but he's learned to pitch without it, and that's maturity as a pitcher.
And a lot more mature now because you can tell he was an emotional guy his first couple of years here at Memphis. He is kind of like you want him to be, kind of even keel on the mound now.
Yeah, he's grown up an awful lot, and that's what you want. Anytime you can stack older guys and experienced guys in the bullpen and get decent starts, with like we have been getting, you got a chance to keep your team in the game and let – you know, Missouri didn't handle a couple of plays that hurt him. Ethan's a little squibber down the first base line with 2 strikes. Making a guy make a play, you know, little things like that. If you pitch well enough, little things like that can turn the tide.
Tomorrow you have a chance to get a sweep and get over 500 for the first time this year.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. And you know, and Alex and John Reed are both, you know, slated to be in the game, just to win. we'll see how Alex goes. But if he pitches down the zone like he did last Sunday, we got to get our offense untracked a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Coach, we appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jeff.
That'll wrap it up from FedExPark. Again, Memphis wins at 5-3. 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Missouri. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Memphis Tigers. The winners, Heath Hatfield, 1-0. Graves takes the loss to drop to 0-1. Memphis has won the series. They go over the sweep tomorrow. By the way, the series win over Missouri, the first series win, 3-game series win over an SEC opponent since Memphis beat Tennessee back in 1981, and they will go for the sweep here tomorrow. Memphis now 3-3 on the year. Mizzou 0-5. It'll be a 1 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. There'll be no radio broadcast. You can watch the video online on the Memphis Tiger Network.